Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. My name is Dakota, and on this channel we have fun with learning and creating art. Let's see what we're creating today. Alright, so to go over our supplies, I'm using this Canson watercolor book. I've got a size 4 round Princeton Heritage brush. Got a pencil, kneaded eraser, my waterproof pen. It's a 0.4 millimeter. Got 2 cups of water and my Mungyo Watercolor Set and a towel. Okay, so we're just going to be making really loose, fun flowers, and then just really loosely adding some watercolor to them. So we'll start with the pencil, and I like starting with this stamen. You don't want to draw too hard. You can do any kind of petal, change it up. You can do like sunflowers, you can do hibiscus, you can do any types of flowers. I'm just gonna make these types of petals. Just like that. And then we'll add another one down here. The good thing about flowers is they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be identical like the petals. You can be really loose with it. Okay, so there's 3 there, so now I'm just going to draw some stems. Try that one, this one go this way. Just like that. And then I'll add some leaves. These aren't any specific flower, I'm kind of just doing whatever. So start with that for now. So I take the pen and we're just going to go over it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you can make it more squiggly. We're going to go over it a few times just to show different lines around. So again, you don't have to follow completely. Just be loose and let the pen kind of do its thing. Okay. Then you just go over it again, not over the same lines. You want it to show that there's different lines. So now we're going to take the eraser and just get rid of all the pencil lines. Okay, so here it is. So then you can see if you want to add more, you can add more leaves, you can add more flowers, you can add more lines, more layers. I think I'm going to leave it like that though, but I'm going to just draw lines in the center, the stamen, just to make it darker. Okay, and then I'm going to lightly make flicking lines. So I start from the stamen and just kind of flick up. Just like that, and then some at the top. So you don't want them to be all the same size, and you don't want them to be all the same direction. You also don't want them to be straight up and down. You need to go with the curve of the petals. This is nice because it adds more detail and shading on the petals. Okay, and then we'll add just a little bit of really light lines to the leaves. I don't want them to be covered in completely, and I don't want them to be too dark. So I'm really just kind of scribbling in just little lines here. Okay, just like that. So then I'm going to take my paint and we're going to do, what color should we do? Maybe yellow for the stamen. Maybe purple for the petals. And then green, of course, for the leaves. So with this being loose, we're not going to be covering the whole sections. You don't have to worry about staying in the lines, filling all of it in. It's just really loose. You're just putting it down. There's going to be white space, or you can cover the whole thing if you want. It's completely up to you, but this is this one here that we're doing is a really loose and fun, simple drawing and painting. So I'm actually going to make some green. I'm going to take green and add some brown to it. Add a little bit of yellow to make it a little bit brighter. I like that color. Okay, so then just going and adding green. And I'm not putting the purple in yet because I want to make sure that the yellow is completely dry before I add it, just because I don't want the blending, especially yellow and purple, that'll make brown. So I'm just letting it soak in a bit, and then I'll go in and I'll pick up the excess water and paint, just because I put like a dab down. This will lift up some of the color, but it will also, having it sit there a bit, will also let some of it stay. So I'm just going to give it a couple minutes here. Okay, so making sure you have a clean brush. Just gonna dab the centers. Okay. And I'm gonna go, and I'm also gonna dab up some of the green. So now I'm just gonna again wait to make sure that the yellow is completely dry before I put in some purple. Alright, so it's dry now, so I'm just gonna get some purple here. And just add in. And what I think I'm going to do is actually go in with a little bit darker purple. It's a bit too dark. Just kind of throwing it in. So just like that. So you can leave it like that. You can add splatter to it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to. I may add some splatter, but I want to make sure that it's dried completely so that the splatter doesn't absorb into the flower petals. So I'm just going to let it dry for a couple minutes. Okay, so it's mostly dry. I think I'm going to take the dark purple. Just add a little bit. Can also do a bit of the green. Like that. So I don't want to do too much splatter for this one, but I think it just adds a little extra to it. But there you go. So really simple, really loose, fun, relaxing drawing and painting. You can adjust it and make it however you want. It's just nice because you don't have to worry about mistakes or trying to be perfect or painting in the lines. It's just, like I said, it was relaxing.
Thanks again for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time.